It's time for another Dice Tower review with Zee Garcia.
Hey folks, what's happening? Today I am taking a look at a little social deduction kind of game called TimeBomb. Spelled, by the way, if you want to look it up on Board Game Geek, as one word, TimeBomb. Not sure why, but that's the deal. And in this one, it's a 4 to 6 player game in which you might be a SWAT member, you might be an infiltrated terrorist, and you are cutting the cable on, or several cables, I guess, on a bomb. And if you cut the wrong one, kablamo! Or you got to get a certain number of right cuts, and then the good guys win the game. Let me show you how the game works. It's really very straightforward, and then I'll tell you what I think of this one. Here I'm going to be showing you a game for 4 players. In the game, at the beginning of the game, the first thing we do is we give each player one of these cards, which is the roll. And these are giving out secretly at the beginning of the game. So in a game with 4 players, we're actually going to take 3 of these SWAT cards and 2 of the terrorist cards. We're going to shuffle them up and give each player one. And so there's one that's out. In a game with 4, there will be 1 or 2 terrorists. And so we're going to do that, and each player gets 1. After that, we are going to give each player 5 of these cards, and then they're going to look at them, but they'll shuffle them up and put them out in front of them. So they know what they have, but they don't know where it is. And so I'm just going to show you the 5 I happen to get here. And in these 5, actually, you get to see every kind of card that there is. There are safe cards, there are successes, and there is, because it's just the one, boom card. And the objective of the game, if you are a SWAT member, let's see what I got. Ooh, don't tell anybody. If you're a SWAT member, then you want to get 4 successes. And if you are a terrorist, like I might or might not be, then you want this one to be the one that gets clipped. And gets clipped by these nippers. And here's how the game works. So I know what I've got. I'm going to shuffle these up, and then I'll put them out in front of me. And I am going to then the game starts, and basically it's a very social game. You can say anything you want, you can say who you are, you cannot show who you are, you can say what's in front of you or lie. It's and the game has a lot of discussion, hopefully, and that's really the best way to play is if you encourage that discussion, which can be really, really fun. So I'm going to start with this. And I'm going to pretend to be a good guy, obviously, for a while at least. And that guy convinced me. He says, oh yeah, you definitely want to clip one of the ones in front of me, one of those cables. So I'm going to take the nippers and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to clip that one. And then we take that card and flip it over. It's safe, so it's nothing. And then they get the nippers. And I'm going to say, yeah, you definitely want to clip one of mine. Because, well, I want them to clip the bomb because I'm a terrorist. And they'll trust me and they'll go, okay, fine, I'll clip that one. They'll flip this one over. Hey, success. See, I told you. I had good stuff in front of me. Wink, wink. And so we got one of the successes. And then I might say, I'm going to go over here. And then I'll clip this one. And we'll flip that card over. Okay, it's nothing. And then they have the nippers. And they trusted me, so they'll clip one of mine again. And they'll clip this one. Boom. Game over. I just won. Yes, this game can be over in about 2 minutes, or all the way up to 30. If they had not clipped this, and they had instead clipped this one, let's say, then nothing, and as soon as 4 cards are clipped, then we grab all the cards in front of everybody, and we shuffle them up again, and they are divvied out again evenly. And so what you have from round to round will change up. You keep your roll, that stays for the rest of the game, but what's in front of you will change. And again, every player will take 4 of these now. They'll look, they'll shuffle them up, put it out in front of themselves. And whoever was the last one to have a cable in front of them clipped, then starts with these. You continue doing this until either you hit the 4 successes in a 4-player game, that's how much you need, at which point, again, the SWAT characters, there we go, would win, or you clip that bomb and the terrorists win. That's pretty much the game. It really can go anywhere from, like you saw, about a minute to up to about 30 minutes. and there's a lot of discussion in it, lots of bluffing, lots of double thinking and trying to psych people out. But that's pretty much it. Very straightforward game. That is TimeBomb. I always feel like the description, the gameplay overview of games like this are very hard to make a game sound interesting by just watching that, and that's because so much of this kind of game happens not in the rules but around the table. It's all about that social interaction with everybody, what you say, how you lie or don't lie, who you trust or who seems to be bluffing. It's all that. It's a very simple framework on which you build a social experience with friends and so hopefully from that overview you can tell just how fun this game can be. You're definitely not going to be able to tell from this cover. This is one of the worst covers I have ever seen. This is horrifically bad. But the game is fun. Yes, it can be over really quick, but you shuffle up and play again. I have yet to play this game where I have not played more than once in a row. It's that kind of game. It is fun. It's engaging. Right off the bat, you're worried about who's lying to you, who can you trust. Sometimes you'll trust someone for several rounds, in fact, and they still turn out to be someone you shouldn't have trusted, and they get you. And so it's very interesting. You do that. You clip 4 cards, and then you grab everything, shuffle it up, divvy it out evenly. You clip 4 more. You pick it all up, divvy it out evenly, and so the contested cards, the good stuff, the bomb, the ones you won, the successes, they'll move around. And you need to be really careful what you say and don't say in this game because someone else can go, you don't have that card, I have that card. Of course, at that point, who do you trust? Really cool stuff. It plays well with 4, plays well with 5, plays well with 6. Scales very nicely. The only thing I don't like about this game is the look. And even the cards don't look bad. It's just the look of the box here, But it's a really solid deduction game. Honestly, of this type of game, this is probably one of my favorites. And that's pretty high praise because I like this kind of game already. So, if you get a chance to find this one, folks, TimeBomb, I recommend you check it out. If you like this genre at all, look into it. I know it doesn't perhaps look like much, but this is a truly solid little game. TimeBomb.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.